EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
319. 26. We own them. Hey, Foxtrot. Slam.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line. At the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose you. Brought down at the 32.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Check, 42. Hey, dude. Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm here all day. 42.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike's 42.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz, this short throw caught by Goddard. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Preston Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I know at retirement ceremonies a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
42 is the mic. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
5-9.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
57 the mic. 57.
Hey, Alpha.
It's been a long day for you. 57's right. I got him.
This is Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
57 small. I'm going to come back to you. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check.
Sunday. 14, 82, 14.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Eagles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, Scott able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Notice 50. Hey, you block over here. Bravo. Check 25. Slip it down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And down to the 28-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, 88. Check back, 57. Hey, Delta. Hey, watch the ball. 57.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire up and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Undercrush. Great. Check 3. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
74. Hey, exit. Mike 42. Here we go, G. Mike's 4-2. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 13. Say.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go again with Scott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Check 99. It's grade 57. No. Other side, solid.
On first down, it's Scott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz got an open man. It's Scott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
42 the mic. I got it, Grip.
Lynch by two. Hey, you empty. Grab.
Pass it. Check it.
Lynch by three. Lefty. Sunday.
Check. Lucky.
Ram. Go. Hey, ram. Rager, punch.
They'll run on first down. Scott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Mike 42.
Go.
Stop. Mike 42. Here we go. Mike's 4-2. Army.
They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
In your face.
Out, kill.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Forward, Tokyo.
42, Mike 42.
Hey, foxtrot.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42.
Two jet.
Exit. Check safety.
Hey, forward, Tokyo.
42's the mic.
Hey. High 7.
Wentz to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hey, 626.
March 47.
Hey, you. Hey, come on.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
so a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
and I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a give, right side. Scott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check.
6-6, pull it hard.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have